Alright, so I tell you every week, just stock your club full of these main league players and things like that. And you can see at the beginning it is all my Eredivisie players basically sign on, but then we get into, I've started signing my Prem players and everything like that, and there's these other dupes and things like this, and you're just getting all these sales for all these amounts of coins. And I need to clear this because I have a lot more I need to list up, but we're just going to keep flying through it, keep listing things. You can see we just have dupes listed up more. Certain players, this is from the UEFA marquee matchups that they dropped today. We listed up all the non-shinies there, and then we're about to go back for more, and we're just going back to Prem, Gold, and we already got rid of, I'm pretty sure, all the high rated ones, so let's just get the non-shinies if we have any left. Nope, we did finish the Prem, so then we go on next to the League One. Untradeable. I think Jermaine is the first one. And these will all sell easy peasy, but before we do all this, I want to check out La Liga, because Spanish players are going up quite a bit, I believe. Which means Spanish league players. I don't think this guy will be up because he still is up a bit, it looks like. But I didn't think he would be up because the formation doesn't have wingers and things like that. So these will just list for 750 and hope no one's paying stupid money for them. But then when we get to these midfielders is where the real money, like the CDMs, the CMs and all that, is where the real money should hopefully be at. Boop, boop, boop. Alright, yeah, I think we can get 900 for most of these probably, or around. Especially if we don't get too antsy, since we just made all that transfer market space. We can just list as we see fit. And I mean, you could just throw them all up, but I like to take a gander at some of them just to see if they'll be going for more, because you might find one or two that's in like a popular solution and they'll just fly up in price. And then other positions you won't make as much, but it should all be easy peasy profit no matter what league you invested in. I already cashed out all my Eredivisie players and things like that, or at least listed them. But then these players that have like a ton of supply, like this guy, I'm sure is pretty. Oh, he's actually more expensive than I thought. There was a bid for 550. Figured he'd be one of the ones not worth a lot. Now I'm curious. I have a lot of Spanish players from La Liga, but I'm curious what the players like this French guy coming up, if he'll be worth more or still the same. And usually the higher rated you go, the more expensive they'll be because they're rare, more than likely at least, but not always the case. And we're just throwing them up, and like to bid on all these and win all these, it took maybe an hour to max, and I have a few hundred players. So it's just nice, easy money. Boom. And now we're going to start getting into players that aren't all necessarily Spanish, which I think for us would be a good thing. As you can see, just from doing La Liga alone, our transfer list is now back over halfway full of players, and we're just gonna keep it listed until it's full again. Then we'll go clear it of what's sold, and eventually it'll start to dry out these profit margins. But I already did the SBCs. The packs didn't really have anything of worth. And if you want to be real like stingy about it, you can look up everyone's price, but I just think it takes a lot longer to list, and you'll miss out on just the average margin of like 400, 500 coins on each card. And then of course you'll have some pack pulled players and things like that you can get rid of too. And then you'll have some players, like I said, that barely go up at all. But yeah, you'll make a lot of money this way if you do it every week. And I'm going to do it again tomorrow. I'm going to reinvest in some, not as heavily as I was in these, but for marquee matchups. And we'll see how it goes from there. And I think not even close to being done. Yeah, we still got another 10 plus. Ooh, center backs. Center backs. Wish I had more center backs. Wonder if right backs will be the same way then too. I just wish the formation for the SBC had wingers, because I had a lot of wingers from this league. Boom. Got some right backs coming up though, that could be big money. But this is also a great way. There's like no risk because I'm getting all these for 450 or less, and that was a 1,200 bid, so hopefully we can get 15 out of him. Oh, I thought we were gonna crash there for a second. Lobotka. We're gonna try to get 1,500 out of him as well, or 1,400 apparently. Fingers were moving slower than my hands. But yeah, it's just a ton of coins to be made. I'm already probably up 50k already, and I still haven't cashed out near all of what I bought, and I haven't even been able to update what we've been listing either. You'll see it when I go over to the transfer list, or when I back out of this, the coins should update. And I'm expecting them to have flown up. We're going to keep him for now. Same thing with a Dan, because I think they're rumored to possibly be in marquee matchups and things like that. Are these up in price too, or not really? 14 we'll try for him. And check for Salco, I guess. And Trippier, but I don't know that they'll be up too much. Yeah. Got any other center backs? Only 83. So I think La Liga's done, and you can see we're at 1441, and we've sold 30 things already, and we are now up 1466. We sold the Falcao. Guess Galatasaray players are still rising, but it's not that big of a deal for me. You can see the coins are still rising, things like that. And yeah, quite a bit of profit, and we still have to go. We still have over 1,000 players. They're not all golds, but we still for sure have to go through Serie A, Bundesliga, and Liga, and just see if we can get money out of them and then rebuy back tomorrow, which I'm hoping we can. We'll have to see how it goes. Now normally you could probably just lazy list these for 600 if there wasn't even an SBC out. So I'm going to go 650 just to see if we can. Oh, but I didn't mean to place him. We'll get him later. But since you get all those is why I like going low to high, and then you get past your untradables. And then you're in. List them. Now these won't be up as much and won't sell near as quick because they're not required for a certain SBC. But that's okay. We're still gonna chug away at listing all of them. Now if they were like a specific team required, then I would actually look up their price, like those Galatasaray players was selling for quite a bit earlier. You can see he's just a dud, not used in SBCs really, not needed, so he won't sell on quick. Same with this guy. So what we might do is start doing, like, since we're not finding, oh, we don't have very many defenders from Liga, that's for sure, but then we can go same thing with Serie A, and we can get these for some monies, I'm hoping. We can just do little things like this to get rid of those money positions first from all the leagues. Boom, boom. Bundesliga. Now I'm gonna keep those because those might be marquee matchups as well. And then we're hopefully gonna cash all these other ones out for some nice profit as well. And then basically what you're gonna want to do after you cash out all these players is tomorrow you're just gonna want to do the same thing. You're just gonna buy a whole bunch from the main leagues. As you can see, defenders are a lot more expensive, so it's a little bit more, it's not really riskier, but I mean, if they do a whole bunch of packs tomorrow along with the whatever, they won't go up near as much or sell as easily. And if you start buying center backs for too much, then that's when you'll really lose money. We'll keep him. But yeah, you just want to keep listing all those up. I'll list up more slowly as the day progresses. You can see we're almost back up to 1.5 mil. And if you did miss it, we did end up selling Aguero for a big loss. But I was afraid he was going to keep tanking, so we just cashed out on him and everything like that. And if you want to see, we still have quite a few. If we start here, we basically have a few 85s. We're using a Tweety. A whole bunch of 84s. Then we get into our 83s, which I believe we have a few pages of those as well that we need to check their prices on as the days progress. Everything like that. A few of them are untradeable. There's a few informs we own. Then it's just a lot of golds, shiny golds. I was hoping they'd do the blue upgrade packs, but it seems like the blues are going to be like in normal packs. It's really weird. And we're just gonna, then we get into our non-Chinese somewhat. But as you can see, we still have, we're 200 in and we are still hitting Chinese in with our non-Chinese. So I'm guessing we probably still have, I'd say easily 300 if not 400 players that we need to list up. And you're just gonna see me scrolling here for an eternity. Oh, more than 300, that's for sure. Might hit 350 then, or 4. But yeah, and then the players that don't sell, if you want to go ahead and just get rid of them, you can have some fun doing a few gold upgrade packs, try and hit screen cards and things like that. Yeah, 350, 360, somewhere along there, gold cards between the untradables, our starters, and all that. So we still have quite a few, at least 300 cards we can cash out. And yeah, if we can sell all the shinies for a K like that guy and things like that, we'll really be in the money. Now, I just threw those up higher, hoping they'd sell lazily and things like that. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's been a nice day for money. We didn't really pack anything, but we still do have to do the new objectives that came along with it. We got Scream the Zeko unlocked, and then we have to do this still. This rare Electrum players pack or whatever, which will get done eventually. We got 23 hours, and we have to get the common and rare players, but we can get them from doing, there's weekly objectives or daily objectives or something. I saw them earlier in these little season objectives. There we go. UCL group stages. Score 6 goals, you get 2 players. Score using them in rivals games, you get a pack, and then win 2 using the UCL players. So probably like 3 or 4 games. You can probably get all that done if you're on top of it and things like that. And then you'll get those players, or you can just buy them. I'm not sure what their price they're going for right now. I'll go ahead and check for you. Because if we would do this, we would get a striker. Do like a, let's do League 1. I have no clue what cards are going for. Probably quite a bit because of the SBC and things like that. Yeah, for sure going for quite a bit. Apparently going for near extinct amounts. Okay. I wonder what Yetter's max price is. Like, this is gonna pop up a whole bunch of stuff I don't want. Let's just check. Is there any blue vignetters on the market? Because that would just make life easy. Blue vignetters. Is there blue vignetters? Period. I guess we should check. He better be getting an inform this coming week too, because I can't wait. 85 Ben Yedder. Oh boy, they're not even in the Champions League. I don't know why I'm looking at Ben Yedder. Whew. I think there's an Mbappe. Oh, there is. There's a few. 890. Man, what I would give. I wonder if those are tradable from the objectives and things like that. But either way, I'm going to get into the objectives, and thank you all for watching.